Hi, this is James Melendez, James, a wine guy, fascinated by the DNA lineage of wine and how we're talking about this wine, the Cabernet Sauvignon, is a relatively new wine. This is a 17th century lineage here. And we have this wine here, Saperavi from Republic of Georgia. Have no idea where this comes from in terms of, we know where it comes from, Republic of Georgia, but we don't know anything about its DNA, or at least I don't. I've looked online, I'm just trying to uncover, and I go through a lot of scientific papers, trying to make that determination, try to make that thoughtfulness. It's hard. There are 10,000 varietals out there. It is a difficult task to do, but it's one worth undertaking. It's one worth understanding. Because ultimately, what is the relationship between these two, the Cabernet Sauvignon, to the Saperavi, and to other grapes? You have the Pinot Noir, which is also a very ancient varietal. You have so many varietals that you can make a bit of a map today to know what the lineage is between several wine grapes and know how they descend from each other and how they relate to each other. And I think that's a really amazing thing. So if that's maybe you have 3 dozen you could easily do that with, but you have probably what 9,000 that you cannot do that with, and that's a very fascinating thing. So you can look upon maybe a historical point and say, well, Saperavi probably was grown in the Caucasus for quite some time, but it could have descended from something else. And that is the nature of Vitis vinifera, the wine grape. This is what it does. It evolves often and all the time. And I think it's a fascinating story because with 10,000 varietals, how did that happen? It just seems like the DNA structure tends to be rather capable of picking up the DNA from other vines and other wines and becoming something else over time. Definitely with, say, the DNA structure of Pinot Noir, it is amazing to see how many clones there are. It is something that it just becomes something else. It becomes, it marries together, say, a Gouais with Pinot Noir and becomes Chardonnay, which was formerly known once as, or it's still referred to as Pinot Chardonnay, more commonly, more often known as Chardonnay. So that's a fascinating factoid. Just amazed about this, and I keep studying this because it's something that just is an evolving science and still has more to go for us to understand greater relationships of what we have at hand. So, gonna enjoy this, and for more wine reviews, please go to jamesthewineguy.com. Please subscribe to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Vimeo, Google+, Pinterest. Salud.